Hi, everyone. So, I'm going to attempt to explain my family and who's who on a whiteboard. Everybody, that's like the most thing that everyone's asking me. It's so annoying to have to look at myself in a video because I can see everything wrong with me and I start picking at it. Um, so, everyone, the most things that I get asked, anyways, and people will send me messages about this like it's like they don't want to put it in the comments or something. Um, it's fine. I don't care about things like that. You can put it in the comments. So, anyways, that's what I'm going to do. I'm going to explain who's who in my family, where they came from, and all that. Okay. If you can see the whiteboard, I'm going to try this. Hold on. Whatever. I'll hold it. Okay, so here's my mom, and here's my dad. Okay, so there's my mom's side, there's my dad's side. And I forgot it's going to be backwards. Oh my God. So, my mom had me and my sister, Lisa. And then my dad and her got divorced, and my dad married my stepmother, Noreen, and they had 1, 2, 3 kids. Here they are. And then they got divorced, and my dad married someone else and had another kid. So now my dad has 6 kids. My mom didn't have any other kids. She did, however, get married again to this guy named Braun. And then they got a divorce, and she married somebody else named Marty. And he had a son also named Marty Jr. Okay? So now I have 5 other siblings over here from my dad. And, or I'm sorry, no, I don't. I have my sister, my real sister, and these 3 here plus Jenna. So I've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Yes, I have 5 other siblings. And then I also have a stepbrother, Marty. So that's all of that. Wait, now, oh my God, I can't erase this. So now, when it comes to me, here's me. I had a baby. Wait, so first of all, I got married when I was 17 years old. My freaking mother let me. So I got married, me plus my first husband, and I had a baby. Yep, at 17. And then, obviously, we split up. And then I got together with somebody else. So my second, I don't know that this is making a difference, but then there was my second. We did not get married, but we also had a baby. Okay? And then we split up. And then somewhere down the line, I got together with somebody else, a third, and we had 2 babies. And then he was a controlling asshole, So we split up after about 7 years. And I was so like not into being controlled anymore that I went out and did whatever I wanted, hooked up with somebody, and not intending to like stay with them or anything, but I was just out of my mind from being in the relationship that I was for the last 7 years, 8 years, whatever it was. I mean, he didn't let me see anybody go out, do anything. So, anyways, ended up hooking up with this guy and ended up getting pregnant. We can get into the details of that later. And I had the baby. And so that was a fourth relationship, and we had one. Well, after that, we didn't stay together. That was never intended. And then down the line, I ended up with someone else who was really good with my kids. And honestly, I didn't necessarily want to get married or have kids or do any of that anymore. But I was feeling really guilty about my kids not having a put together family. And somehow in my fucked up mind, I thought, okay, fine, I'll marry this guy who was actually begging me to marry him, because I thought that would be better for my kids. So now I have a fifth person. We got married and had another one. So now I have 6 kids. And that's how I ended up with them. And probably because I had no sense of family from these idiots right here. Does any of that make sense to you? My sister got married and ended up having the same amount of kids, but so then my sister got together with this guy and had a kid, and they didn't work out. But then she married somebody else, and they had, did they have 5? I'd have to literally sit here and count on my fingers. I think they had 5, but she had one before, or no, they had 4 together. But she had one before she got into the relationship, and he had one before they got into the relationship. So altogether, they had 6. So we have a big family. Now I have, like, I think 10 going on 11 grandkids, maybe more. And that's who everybody is. Okay, let me straighten this out. So, if that didn't make sense, I'd be glad to draw that out in a better way that you can see. If you care, let me know, and I'll actually do it better, but I just didn't think anybody cared that much. So, yeah, so my mom and dad had me and my sister. My dad got remarried and had 3 other kids. Then he got remarried again and had another kid. My mom got remarried, had no kids, got remarried again, and that person had a son who became me and my sister's stepbrother. So there's all those kids involved. And then I got married when I was 17 years old. As you can see from my comment in the beginning, I'm a little resentful about that, only because I can't believe my mother would just be like, yeah, she signed the paper without even talking to me about it. My boyfriend at the time, because I was pregnant, my boyfriend at the time goes to my mom and says, hey, you got to sign this so that we can go get married. He hadn't even asked me. And my mom's just like, all right. And he comes and finds me and says, oh, pack some stuff. We're going to Tahoe. I'm bringing this person and this person. And I'm like, what? And I called my mom and I'm like, what the hell? And I don't know. I just felt that made me feel like that's what I was supposed to do. So I just, whatever, stupid, 17, went and did it. So me and him had a baby. And then I got together with somebody else after I wiggled my way out of that ridiculous relationship. And me and that person had a baby. And then we broke up, and I met somebody at work years down the line, and we had two. But he was a control freak, and he was mental. And I was in a very toxic relationship with that guy because I'm not somebody to put up with it, but I was putting up with it, so we were butting heads and fighting, and I didn't see my friends. It was crazy. Anyways, we had two kids. Finally got rid of him. And as soon as I got rid of him, like I said, I went out and hit the town because my kids had babysitters on the weekends, and met somebody, was fooling around with this guy, and I got pregnant. And I just am not somebody to get rid of my kids. So I had another one. And that one was a little different because I wasn't in a relationship with this person. So I just had a baby, which I'm sure had to have been weird for my kids. But anyways, had her. And then, sorry, hold on. And then later after that, ended up getting together with somebody else because he wanted to be with me. I didn't really want anything to do with it because I'd already screwed up so many times. But my kids absolutely loved this person, probably because he was a child. And I was made to feel like this is the right thing to do, that I should do this for my kids, blah, blah, blah. And I really had nobody to, sort this out with. There was no therapist involved here. So I ended up getting married and having another one. But he was literally psycho. And it wasn't like that in the beginning, but turned out to be that way, and I got out of that pronto. Moved away, divorced him, and then that was it. Done. Stayed single. Dated here and there, but stayed single, didn't have any more kids. And then as time went on, I swear, I think menopause or even premenopause made me have a different perspective on things. I was able a little bit more to see my life, step back and view my life as a third person, or not third person, but you know what I mean? I was able to kind of stare at what was going on instead of being in it. And that helped me, that perspective, being able to do that, helped me see things differently. I'm the type of person that really needs to sort things out by looking at it and replaying it and seeing where things went wrong and why they went wrong. And I really am an overanalyzer. So I did a lot of soul searching, I guess, when I was doing that, when I was able to see things better that way. And it helped me to understand why I did certain things, because before that I was just pissed off at myself, disgusted in myself, worried about my kids, and I don't know, it's so weird that I, I did all this stuff that sounds like crazy, but I did it in a way that I somehow normalized it. I don't know how, but I made it all seem pretty normal within my family structure anyway. Like, not super normal, but, kind of in a what's normal anyways kind of way. And our family dynamics were just, I was their everything. One of them, my second daughter's father, we remained really close friends. He was a nice guy. That was all me. Like, I was screwed up in my head. I was like, I didn't know that I wanted to really be with this person. I was still really young. But we raised her together and we remained close friends. So he has always been in my life and he helped raise her and he was close with my other kids too. But other than that, I was the mom and the dad to everybody. And it's still kind of like that. Well, not kind of, it is like that. So, I don't know, it just seemed fine. And I'm sure that my kids suffered some, I don't know, what do you call it? Like, dysfunction from being raised that way. Kids that are raised, differently, they think differently too. But I don't know. I know some people that were raised with, a mom and a dad, and that was it. And mom and dad stayed together, and all the stuff that society says is normal. And those kids are still fucked up. So I don't know. Let's see. I had 6, and 2 of them are gonna be the death of me. They're fucked up. But everyone else is not, and they don't have the same perspective that I did when I was younger. They don't think that, being a single parent is the thing to do. They don't, they're not running around having babies with everybody under the sun, they're not like that. They own homes, they're married, they have kids with the same person, and, they're good people and all that. Now, I do have a couple of kids that have their issues. One's an addict. I'm raising her daughter. And the other one, she has unfortunately got some mental health issues that she got from her father. He has had some mental health issues, and my last one just inherited them, and so she's just kind of running around on her own, and we don't hear from her a lot. But that's her thing. It's not like she has I don't know, she doesn't really have like all these issues from how she was raised so much. It's just mental health is crazy. So that's that. Okay. So now you know who's who. Just let me know if you have any questions. Do I see all my siblings? I already see that question coming up. I really don't see all of them that much. My sister, my, full blood sister, lives a state away, and I don't see her that much anymore. We see each other all the time. And then my 3 siblings that my dad had, I don't really see them, but not because I don't want to or anything. Just, I don't know. I used to see my brother Aaron all the time. He actually moved up by me and lived down the street with my ex. But then he got married, moved away, and then now they're another state away from me now. But I actually am going to go up there and visit. I want to try to get a time to go see everybody because I should see them more. And my youngest sibling, she passed away because Kaiser Hospital overdosed her. So, to Kaiser, they've done so much shit to people. I hate them. I know there's a bunch of Kaiser lovers out there, but I could probably sue them 1,000,000 times. Well, and we have a couple times. Watch, it's going to be illegal for me to say this. So, yeah. And do I see all my kids? Yeah. I mean, aside my youngest that has taken off and is still in California, I still see her once in a while. And then my one that's an addict, the only reason once in a while I'll see her, but I don't see her for a reason. You know, I kicked her out of my house and, you know, she needs to get her shit together. She's not going to see anyone. And then the rest of them, yes, I see them all the time. They come to my house. I do have a daughter that lives in California and we're in Portland. But like she's coming up next month. I've gone down there. You know, we're pretty close, I would say, all of us. And yes, I see my grandkids all the time too. What's been happening lately? I don't put that much video out because that was never my intention when I started this. I started this channel because I told my husband jokingly I was going to start a YouTube channel, and he's like, about what? And I was like, I don't know, about nothing, about my boring life. I said, that's it. That's what I'm going to call it, my boring life. And he said, and say what? And I'm like, I don't know, just everything I do every day. And he goes, no one will care. No one will watch it. And so anyways, I bet him that somebody would. He's like, I will bet you not one person will watch that. And I was like, I'm going to do it. And I said, I'm just going to use a phone. I'm not going to edit stuff. I mean, I have a little bit edited stuff that I put up before in my other videos, but just like all I did was, one video that kind of transfers into the other video, transitions. That's all I did. This one, I won't edit at all. I'm just going to put it up. Like, I don't care how many people watch this. I don't care about editing. I don't, whatever. I'm just like, whatever. And I didn't expect to even be doing this many videos. Honestly, I thought my husband was going to be right. And nobody would even care. But, and I don't have a bunch of people watching. But I had enough that I was like, oh, okay. So I'll just keep putting up some regular, boring crap, every week or two. Because my life has been insane with just too much shit to do. So somebody told me, oh, you have to put a video out every day. I'm like, what the no, I'm not doing that. I don't even have enough to bother with. Like, if I have little things that I just want to say, I'll do a short. But I am not going to sit here and do this every day. I wouldn't even have anything to talk about. I mean, I think I don't care about stuff enough to have anything to say about it. I think that my next video, I will have I'll just be having a conversation with either one of my kids or a girlfriend of mine about a certain subject. Because I feel like when I'm having a conversation with them, then there's more to care about. But if it's just me, I'm just like, I end up bitching and complaining about a lot of shit. And I don't want to do that either. So, anyways, yeah, I think that's it for today. Let me know if you want me to get in more depth with my family, or if you have any questions about the family dynamics, or if there's any videos you want me to do about whatever. I don't have any clips this week. Like I said, I don't want to edit anything or nothing right now, so I'm just going to upload this. But I actually do have a few clips of something, but they're not going to go in this one. I took Everly to the dentist, and she was freaking hilarious. The dentist, they could barely get in her mouth because she would not stop talking. I had to go in there and make her look in my face and be like, Everly, look in my face. You can't talk. You have to open your mouth. Anyways, it was pretty funny. I do have a clip of that. I'll put it up next time. If I can get it together before another week or two goes by, I will put another video up. If somebody comes on and says, oh, I want to hear about this or that, I'll come on real quick and do that. Talk about it. I'm going to have a conversation with my husband about some stuff. So, I have to get him to agree with that because it's actually some deep stuff, and he's not sure if he wants to talk about it yet, but we'll see. I'm going to try to get him in line. So anyways, bye for now, and remember to let me know in the comments if there's anything you want to hear about, and I will do a video on it. Also, if you would please subscribe and like the video. You have to like it and subscribe. Get the notifications. That's just hitting the notification bell. But most importantly, subscribe and like the video. All right, I will see you guys all soon.